Hello everyone, welcome to Phaipedia. My name is Deepak and I am a research scholar at Indian Institute of Management. So in today's video, we are going to discuss about the IMR doctoral conference which will be at Indian Institute of Management, Bangalore. So here you can see that this is the conference and it is the 18th edition of the IMRDC, which is the IMR doctoral conference. IMRDC 2027, which will be on 22 and 23 January 2026, and you have enough time to apply for these conferences. So if you are new to our YouTube channel Phaipedia, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel Phaipedia for such conferences, PhD related videos, conferences of national, international, and faculty development programs, many more about the research work. You can find out the videos related to this, and also if you have any queries, you can comment down in the comment section. Also write us on our email ID phipedia@gmail.com. So let's discuss about our today's topic or the conference IMRDC 2027. So this conference will be on 22 23 January 2027, and it is the 2-day premier conference. Will basically features the keynote addresses, panel discussions, workshops, and selected paper presentation for doctoral students, and also there will be networking opportunity. So here you have to submit a full paper for this conference. So keep in mind that you have to submit a full paper, but you will get a solid feedback from this conference. So let's discuss in detail about this conference. So it is the 18th IMR doctoral conference, which is the at IIMB, which is basically the IMR is basically the management review. IIMB management review is called the IMR, and it will be on 22 and 23 January 2026. This conference is basically for the students and academicians to get the constructive feedback from the experts in that particular domain. So let's talk about the highlights of this conference. So the highlights are such that this is the a conference for the PhD scholars in the India. Also, the doctoral students who are from the India or abroad can apply to this conference. So it is open for both India and abroad students. 3 round of rigorous review is there, so you will get a solid feedback or constructive feedback on your paper. Also, the good thing is the IMRDC will sponsor or scholarships given to you for covering the domestic air travel, accommodation, hospitality for the duration of the conference, awarded to the students whose papers are selected for the final presentation. So you have to apply for this conference after the rigorous review. Your paper will be selected for the presentation, and then you have to present your work in the front of the experts. One exclusive discussant per selected paper. So the key invigilator will be there who will evaluate your paper and give the feedback, comments to your research work. Also, there will be invited talks, workshops, and panel discussions for eminent academicians. Also, there will be chances of the selected papers to or the presented at IMRDC to be published in the top tier journals. Also, here mentioned that the IMRDC winners from the past conferences are now basically faculties at the premier institutes such as IIMs, London School of Economics, and IES, EG, France, and many more. So what are the areas who can apply for this conference? So the areas are basically decision science, economics, entrepreneurship, finance and accounting, information systems, marketing, organizational behavior and human resource management, productions and operational management, public policy and strategy. So the submission will be reviewed by the faculty review committee in multiple rounds, and from which a set of papers will be selected for the final presentation and the critiqued by the invited discussant or the experts at the conference. Also, the paper selected for the conference will be considered for the publication in the IIMB Management Review, which is the B category journal when we see according to the ABDC ranking, and also subjected to the author approval and after completion of the journal's required review process. Also, the IMRDC Best Paper Award is given to the papers selected from the among those presented at the conferences. So, the papers which are presented at the conference, out of which you will get a Best Paper Award based on the decisions of the conference chairs and discussions and the faculty review committee. So the when we talk about the important dates of the conference, so 4th May is the start date or the registration or submission will open at 4th May 2026. The deadline for the submission of the full paper is 12th July 2026 and the conference date is 22 and 23 as we have discussed earlier. Now let's see the guideline for the submission. So here you can see that only full paper submission will be considered, like no extended abstract or abstract you have to submit, only full paper submission is there. Okay, and submission format will be like IMRDC is called it submission page. When you make a submission, please ensure that all the fields in the information page are filled correctly, which will include title of the paper, keywords, topics or subject area, abstract in 200 words, or details of the authors, which includes first name, last name, email ID, phone number, affiliation, and country. Details of the author's names and affiliations should not appear in the main manuscript. So here you have to give the details. Then when we talk about the full paper without author identifiers, so here you have to submit the full paper submission should contain the title of the paper with 200 words abstract, the keywords, clearly outlined literature, methodology and result sections. The paper should be uploaded as a PDF file. Okay, no Word file, only PDF file, and the paper inclusive of table, figures, references and appendix should be of 8,000 words, not more than 8,000 words, and on a single document. Okay, like for appendix there will be no separate document, only single document will you have to submit. References will be in APA style. The paper must be formatted in Times New Roman 12 point font. Sorry. Here we were. So here you can see that the paper must formatted in the Times New Roman 12 point font with double line spacing and 1 inch margin on all the sides. Authors must submit a nomination letter from the concerned thesis advisor or faculty member. Okay, and also the submission not following the above format will be desk rejected. Submission will be put through an original plagiarism check. Okay. Also, if we talk about the conference committee, so these are the professors in the organizing committee, and the managing editor is Srivani ma'am, and the executive editor, editorial and administrative supports are mentioned here. About the IMB management review. So this is about, you can read this in detail while pausing the video. Okay, you can click here to get the further information about this journal. Like the acceptance rate is only 6%, citation database 6%, review timeline 179 days, and 5-year impact factor is 1.9, site score 2.9, and full text usage is 5,60,000. Okay, so you can go through it. I will not go in detail. So these are the contact details, like you can contact on the email ID IMRDC2027 at imb.ac.in. Okay, and this is the contact number. Here you can see, and this is the email ID. This is the website you can refer. Okay, now I will show you where you can submit your form. So click here and you will reach to the page of the registration. So here you can log in or register through your email ID. Okay, keep in mind that 4th May is the submission open date and 12th July is the submission closing date, and the conference date is 22-23. So I hope you like this video, and if you like this video, please hit the like button comment down your queries in the comment section, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel Phaipedia and watch such videos on our YouTube channel. And thank you so much for watching. Have a nice day. Bye bye.